Roog, written by Linda Mooney, narrated by Kane. Chapter 1. Test.
Good morning, Leigh.
Leigh beamed a smile at the security guard who'd greeted her when she'd entered the building. Good morning, Randall. Hey, did the Packers win or lose last night?
They were robbed.
He chuckled and watched as she slid her keycard into the slot next to the elevator. When the door slid to the side, he added,
Have a great day.
You too, she managed to respond before the door closed. She punched the button to the second floor when the door suddenly opened again and Powell breathily stopped her.
Hey, God, I caught you in time. We're getting ready for the next round of tests. Mumphrey sent me to come find you since you weren't in your office.
Sure, but I've already hit the up button. He stepped aside to let her exit.
We'll take the stairs then. Come on.
They dashed for the stairwell at the end of the short hallway and hastened down the steel steps to a fireproof door labeled Sub 1. She carded the lock, and he opened it after it buzzed. The main lab sat at the end of a short corridor. When they walked in, she noticed the organized chaos of the place that always prevailed whenever a major experiment was about to commence. An older man glanced up from where he sat in front of a laptop. Seeing her, he waved her over, and she went to join him. Glad you were able to make it, the scientist remarked. Here, take over while I concentrate on conducting the experiment. He got up and moved aside to let her get out the computer keyboard. Leigh slid into the vacated seat, dumping her purse on the floor beside her. Ready?
Schematic test. Whatever,
Dr. Mumphrey said, giving a wave of his hand to indicate she needed to fill in the appropriate number. 7A. This is the first one for today, right? She verified. The man nodded, but didn't reply. Once he was focused on a project, his responses would be reduced to grunts or single-syllable words, but she was accustomed to it. She noticed he must have just turned on the computer and pulled up the form. The spaces on it were still blank. Fill me in on the specs, she requested as she began inputting the data. What little gizmos are we sending inside Mr. Muscles today?
We're not sending him,
a voice spoke from behind her. Leigh turned around in her seat to see Powell holding what appeared to be an animal in his arms. Automatically, she awed at the sight of the white furry bundle when he brought it over for her to pet. It took her a second to grasp the import of his words. Wait.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?